So, hey everybody, I wanted to just do a quick check-in because recently I got an email from a parent who is part of our Parenting Aces community. His name is Eric Pennell, and he's joining me on this video. He reached out to tell me that, oh my gosh, the stuff that I chat about all the time about the importance of match play and getting our kids together outside of formal lessons and formal groups really does work and really is an important part of their overall tennis development and development of their love of the game. And so I wanted Eric to come on instead of me just recounting what he told me, let him come on and kind of tell his story. So, Eric, you're on.
Great. Awesome. Thanks for having me, Lisa. I'm happy to share our experience. So we're in an orange ball league. My son is six. There's other kind of 7, 8, 9, 10 year olds that are all starting to kind of get into match play. And we realized, there was a lot of intimidation with signing these kids up for an official USTA junior circuit event where they had to run these matches all by themselves. But so we kind of needed something to practice that. So this ended up being a great idea. As it was something more than just, hey, let's get the kids together and hit, but something less than an official thing. So it was all parent led. The coaches were approved of it. They loved it. They helped us kind of get the court time and everything set up. But it was all parent led. And so there was 9 of us. We did like a multi-week round robin, basically where each kid played each kid over several weeks. Really short matches, like first to 4, no ads, just to try and get them done real quick. And it was so much fun. The parents loved it. The coaches loved it. I kind of was giving the coaches feedback as the tournament went on, and they come and watched here and there. But we were all just kind of sitting around wanting to do this, and we had done it a little bit, and they're asking the coaches to do it, and I was like, I'll just do it. How hard can it be? And it was a little difficult because my wife and I are not tennis parents. We didn't play tennis, so this is all kind of new to us. But we were able to figure it out, and it was just such a rewarding experience. The parents, like I said, really loved it, and it ended up being really cheap. It was to pay for the court time, and I got some trophies. It was $60 per player, which I first told everyone that, and they were like, "Oh, $60 per week." I was like, "No, $60 for 9 matches plus playoffs." So it really just kind of checked every box for us, and it was so fun and really surprisingly easy to pull off. So if you're wanting some more matches out there, get organized. I just tracked parents down in the parking lot and got their numbers from the drill classes and just kind of put it all together. So it was really fun.
So, just really quickly, you live in,
Oklahoma City.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and which is not a place that we think of as a tennis hotbed, but obviously there
Mm-hmm.
are plenty of kids playing tennis there and learning this game and getting introduced to it. And on top of that, just a reminder, your child is 6. This
Yeah.
is something you did to really help him learn how to keep score, how
Mm-hmm.
a match progresses. So the fact that you only played to 4, you only played no ad scoring, before people get all riled up over that, and oh my God, we're dumbing down tennis. Remember the purpose of this. The purpose
Yeah.
was to take the stress out of competition for these little bitty kids who are
Little
just
bitties.
learning the game. We're not dumbing things down for 16-year-olds. This is 6-year-olds. These are parents who are new to the sport, who are just trying to learn how all of this stuff works. And so Eric created this environment with other parents from the community to help these children and these parents kind of ease their way into tournament play and match play in a way that stayed friendly, that stayed easy, that stayed inexpensive, and it was a huge success. Eric, can you kind of share maybe some of your son's feelings about all of this and maybe some things that he learned over the process?
Yeah, well, like you said, the goal was more to get the kids comfortable with the flow and the structure of a match. You racket spin, you start service on the right side, you switch changeovers 1, 3, and 5, and working out, calling their outs and working out disputes, and it was the first couple of weeks were tough, and then but by the end of it, they were all on autopilot, and so My son loved it. I know every other kid, all the parents were really amazed at how much more comfortable they were running these matches. My son lost in the semis and was completely devastated, but he got a little trophy out of it in the end. And so it's great experience. It's really good perspective. I think, every week we had one or two criers, and you just have to play through matches and get more perspective for those matches to not feel like such a big deal. And so that was really helpful. And I know there's a bunch of US state tournaments here in the fall, and I think a bunch of us are going to be signing up for those because now we feel a little more comfortable. So it's been really, really impactful for us for sure. And Oklahoma City does have some very good tennis players. We've had several Golden Ball winners over the years, and we have some awesome U12 girls right now. That we have three in the top 100 nationally. Just won an L2 doubles tournament in Denver last month. So we've got some players down here. So
yeah. Oh, and I didn't mean to
no,
intimate
I'm just
otherwise. It's
bragging on
just
them. I'm just
that,
bragging on them.
typically when you say junior tennis, people think Florida,
Yeah.
California, Texas. And point being that every community has these groups of kids who fall in love with the sport, who want to start playing more competitively. And what a great way to ease them in.
Yeah.
And before I let you go, I just
Mhm.
want to ask you what the reaction from the parents, especially the parents like you who were new to the sport, what do you feel like they got out of this whole experience in preparation for their kids kind of taking that next step?
Yes, a lot of them were put at ease, at least to some extent, which is hard to find for tennis parents. So our coaches had kind of organized a similar kind of one night little group play tournament thing, and we all loved it, and it was so beneficial. And then we were like, "When's the next one? When's the next one? When's the next one?" Everybody was really desperate to get this because it hit this sweet spot of there's some stakes, right? We're doing standings, we're keeping score, but you're playing your friends from drill class, and it's a familiar setting, and so it's easier just to go out and do it because it's hit this really good sweet spot. And so everybody was really desperate just to do it again, and we're super super thankful that it got organized and got done, and very repeatable. I think a lot of the kids are moving up to green ball soon, but they're going to run with it in the green ball class, and we'll do it again in orange ball. So it was just a resounding success. The parents were just so thankful and grateful for this kind of in between opportunity, kind of hit the sweet spot.
Eric, thanks so much. I think
You're
this
welcome.
is so cool. I hope everybody watching this will try something similar with the kids in your area and get these kids together. We just want them out playing tennis and having
Yep.
fun together and appreciating the love of the game. And so kudos to you, Eric, for kind of taking the bull by the horns and getting this going in your community. And I look forward to hearing from everybody else when you too try something similar. Reach out to me, Lisa at parentingaces.com. Let me know how it went.
All right. Bye, everyone.